Alright guys, I thought I'd make a video about something I heard, and we'll just call this it'd be about prostitution basically. And I thought about it because of a conversation I heard, and it was about The Walking Dead. And it's in the break room, and they're like, well, here this girl and this guy, they're talking, and there's a couple of, well, there's actually a small group of people, and they're like, well, what would you do in that kind of situation? And one of the girls, well, I'd find somebody that can protect me, and, I would cook and make them feel good. And I thought about that, because I think in a shit hit the fan scenario, that'd be exactly what she planned to do. Right? Now, I'm damn sure that prostitution is going to occur. It's going to increase like crazy if shit hit the fan. If you read about in the past when there's any kind of when people were hungry and deprived of food, any kind of famine. Well, you'll read about people resorting to cannibalism, right? You hear about people taking dead limbs or limbs off of dead people and eating that. I mean, who knows what the hell you would catch off of that? Right? When the animals are gone, then they go after dead bodies. Even instances I've read where parents, ate children. So, I mean, that's something that it would never do in a normal situation. But hunger, man, will make you do things that you probably, not probably, that people wouldn't do in a normal situation. And of course there's women out there prostituting right now, so of course that's going to happen. If you go to any poor country, that happens. The wife told me that when she was growing up, she'd see people that were really broke, and she knew, she was a teenager at the time, but she knew that they were prostitutes, and she knew that these people, they would let someone have it for a cup of coffee or something, right? You said they were pretty girls, and they just didn't care. They were so broke, their families were so broke, they'll let a stranger have it for a cup of coffee or breakfast. And they didn't care if they got pregnant. They didn't care if they got a disease. They just wanted something in their stomach that day, then and there. That's it. And would they do that if they lived somewhere else, if they had a job? No, I'm sure they wouldn't. But in situations like that, people will resort to stuff that they would normally not do. So I'm sure that's going to happen. And right now we have police, right? If you see something going on, you call the police, and eventually they'll get there, That's why I'm a big supporter of the Second Amendment. Like I say, when seconds count, the police are only minutes away. So if there's something going on, you call the police, eventually they'll show up. But what about in a shit hit the fan scenario? There are no police. So you take a dangerous profession and you make it even more dangerous. You've got killers out there right now, man. And you've got people out there with a bunch of diseases right now. And they don't care. And without anybody to restrain them, well, that'd be even more dangerous work, I guess. I guess they have a pimp or something, but one guy, you got one guy, one pimp, and then some other psycho killer guy. Hey, look at that. One probably whacked the other. But that's going to happen. And I was thinking about that when the girl said it. That's probably her real plan. Now I thought about it on the other side. I'm like, well, what if, that's her plan, and she doesn't know I'm a prepper. Nobody knows what I do. But let's say she came to my door, and that was her offer. Look, let me stay here, and I'll cook and make you feel good. Well, she's not the prettiest thing. So if I'm going to take her in, to get a piece of it, well, wouldn't I choose something a bit more attractive first off? That's just the way it is, guys. If I'm going to take a risk and, share my supplies with somebody, for their physical features, well, then they better have some, really nice physical features, man. And that's just the way it is. But I wouldn't do that in the first place because you'd be putting yourself at risk. I have a family, but even if I didn't, am I going to let some stranger in here that I can't trust because I don't even know them, obviously, and let them blab and tell everybody what I have? Or come here, hey, look, I know where I can get a lot of stuff. And they come over here and they got a whole gang of people to deal with? Hell no. And her, on that situation, she don't know that I'm a decent person. You go in the wrong door, oh yeah, sure, come on in. And nobody ever sees her again. Right? You don't know who the hell that is. And it's gonna happen. And it's pretty sad too. I mean, I think women would be in a worse position. I already made a video about that. There's many reasons I think that women would actually have it harder, and I don't envy women. I feel bad. And you can watch that video. Women in shit hit the fan, but I don't envy that. But it's pretty sad because I'm looking at the statistics. Last I checked, it was 89% male viewers. Well, that means not that many women are looking at these, and if there's not that many women looking at these, probably there's not that many women prepping. So they're going to have to resort to, I guess a lot of them using their bodies. Some of them may be smart enough, or I don't know. But just thinking about that, and then at work, I mean, I'm a pretty decent cook. I cook better than most women in my past. I mean, I've worked with a chef it's been 14 years now, right? In my line of work, and it's not a kitchen, but hey, I know all the cuts and everything. We fire this stuff up. Okay, you had this before? No, here, let me make it for you. Try it. If somebody comes up, you better know how to cook this. You better explain it. You better know where it comes from. All that. So very few. I'm not a chef, but I'm a pretty damn decent cook, which is more to say than most nowadays. But not only would it, that was her plan. She comes in, stuff, you can tell it's just not that great. Not a very good cook, and not the prettiest thing, but that's her plan. And put herself into danger rather than, actually think about, you know what, maybe I should put something aside. But hey, teach their own. I just think, ladies, if you don't want to have to resort to that, man, you better start putting stuff aside now. Just in case. I can't see how people, you put yourself in, let's say you have a family, there's a wife, a husband, a couple kids, and the woman has to resort down to prostitution to feed the family. I mean, what's that going to be like? I mean, the kids are going to know what's going on. The husband's going to know what's going on. And, everybody's going to worry, all four of them, or five, or whatever the hell, are going to worry about her not coming home that night, because she may not. It's something that's going to happen, but can probably be avoided for a lot of people if they just plan ahead now. Anyway, that's it for me. Hopefully that gets some people to think. So, y'all have a good one, and think about that, ladies, because you really don't want to be in that situation. I mean, guys, man, no, the way it is, you better be one good-looking dude and strapped like a zoo animal, I guess, and, really fit, I guess, because most of us, man, no one's going to pay shit for us. That's the way it is. But, sorry, guys, you're going to have to prep. That's the way it is. You don't prep, you're going to starve. But no one cares about us. But anyway, to my brothers, man, you better start prepping. And my sisters out there, look, don't rely on somebody else, right? You need to do it yourself. Don't rely on people for to defend you and prepare for you and provide for you. Do it yourself, right? There's a lot of videos that can teach you how to do it. But anyway, prepare now so that doesn't happen later, guys. Alright, that's it. I'm out.